The Ultimate Trivia Podcast.
Welcome to the Ultimate Trivia Podcast, the show where knowledge is power and laughter is our only reward. I'm your host, Andy, and as we always do, we got the whole crew here with us. Nick, how you feeling tonight, brother?
Pumped and ready.
Yeah, I'm excited for this one.
Yeah, I'm pretty jacked up.
You're about to learn why here, fans. Scotty, what's going on?
Feeling good. I feel like we've had a 2-week hiatus, so
Yeah.
I'm feeling good about being back.
I know, it feels right to be back in this seat, doesn't it? Brian, how's life, brother?
Good. Glad to be back. I feel like it's been a while, like Scott was saying. So I'm happy to be back. Let's do this.
Sweet, sweet, sweet. Kelly
And a
is,
special episode, too.
yeah,
if you will.
yeah. Kelly is making his debut as trivia master tonight. How you feeling, baby? I love it.
Pretty excited.
Excited. You got those good nerves happening inside of there, I bet.
I feel good.
That's awesome.
Nervous at all? A little bit?
No, not really. I was this got postponed a couple times,
Yeah.
and I was really excited. When we were initially going to do it, I don't know if it was nerves. I was just chomping at the bit.
Sure.
And so that's kind of subsided. So it's more like a mellow. All right, I'm ready to do this.
Awesome. Let's get to it here. So we have a great episode. Kelly has been refining this here for a little while. He's finally ready to bring it to the crew. But first, we're going into the question of the week, and it comes from Marco directly to our email address. You get one free piece of memorabilia, a historical artifact, anything, any one single thing that has ever existed. You get to own that as a, something on the mantle, trophy case, whatever the case may be.
Can I go first?
Oh, I beg you to.
I'm going to piss Nick off.
Okay.
I want the blueprints to the pyramids.
Oh, yes. I love that.
How did they do it?
How did I not think of that?
The blueprint.
They're written in alien. You won't be able to read it. It won't make no sense to you.
They were just winging it. Come
Yeah.
on, there's no
Well, and
blueprint.
I hate to date the episode, but we did just recently find out that there was a lot more to it, specifically underneath the pyramids.
Yes.
And I got to say, Nick, we have been here together now tonight, specifically for almost 2 hours. And I'm shocked you haven't brought
I
this up
didn't
yet.
say a word.
I'm thankful he has not brought it up.
But, that's giving you guys a clue. You're starting to see it.
there's more
get
to it,
revealed. There's more to it. It's not just...
It doesn't necessarily mean that aliens did it, though.
Well, not necessarily.
Okay.
But the idea of hand tools and all that gibberish.
Yeah.
There's more to it. That's what we're getting at.
Rolling blocks on logs type of deal.
Just ridiculous. Just ridiculous.
I know it was hard to do, and I get all that, but I still think they did it.
Yeah.
It's not,
We're
Well,
stepping
somebody
all over.
did it. We know that
I
much.
think they did it. I don't
Who's
think there's the Egyptians, the people that lived there at the time. Here's my thing: if you Google it, if you try to do it today, because you don't think we can do it today, they said it'd be very simple actually to do those pyramids today. Like you can send a construction company, they
I'm in
can
a
cut
time
it,
machine
laser,
right now.
boom, done. It's not that hard. That's all I'm saying.
Stargate.
So you're saying when they did it, they had much better technology than...
No,
we think
they did not. But it's doable. It's doable to have the right size, stones and bricks to make it even and all that. It's not that. I just don't think it's that complicated.
Let's go to the beach and do it.
With hand tools.
I dig it, yeah.
And
I don't see it.
Well,
Okay.
no, they had. They had all kinds of levees and pulleys. I'm sure elephants, whatever.
Elephants?
I don't know. I'm saying to lift and pull.
Yeah.
I've seen that in movies. I
won't
don't
go
really
too
know.
long on
I don't
this.
really know.
Go down the rabbit hole, watch the videos. Your perspective will change. That's all I'm going to say.
Kelly, is this strictly to troll Nick? Is this the only
100.
reason? you
A
want-
little bit, but I would love to see how they did it. So that I would want that. That and anything Indiana Jones was looking for.
yeah.
Check.
Look at that. I like that.
All right.
Checkmate.
Well, that's a good transition to mine.
Okay, go
Because
for it,
Ark
Doc.
of the Covenant
Okay.
would be mine. I was trying to think of ancient artifacts, how far back I could go. And obviously you can keep going further back. But that's the first one that came to mind.
Yeah,
Now, if you've seen Indiana Jones, you know not to open it.
definitely
You
not.
don't want your face melted off.
Well,
spoiler
you
alert.
just got to close your eyes and then you're
Right.
fine.
And obviously, if I did own that artifact, because no one knows where it is, my life would be in danger because there's so many groups of people that would want to have it.
Got very real all of a sudden, didn't it?
Yeah.
Owning this item.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if we're in make-believe land anyway, I'll I'm gonna go Ark of the Covenant.
Isn't that where that came from?
Make believe. Easy.
Yeah.
I follow some people that say they kind of know where it is, that it's under guard, and that it does emit maybe radiation, energy, and that kind of thing. That all the guards have come down with illnesses, and it had to be handled a certain way when it was a thing, that kind of deal. That it's not just simply a box with the 10 Commandments in it.
The Knights Templar.
That it could be an energy source, that kind of stuff. So,
All right.
yeah.
All right.
I find that stuff interesting, though.
Very.
I'm curious what sources you're referencing at this
Oh,
point.
I mean,
Same ones who did the pyramid.
I need a site page on this.
That's exactly right.
Weirdconspiracies.com.
All right. Well, Brian, bring us home here, brother.
I don't know if I have a specific answer, but let me tell you a story.
Yeah. Love stories.
Story time.
Listen, I've never been a big reader until when I got sick several years ago, and Scott's wife gave me a Dan Brown book. And he's the one that wrote, and they turned into movies like Da Vinci Code, Angels and Demons. So I do have an answer, but I would love to get like access to the Vatican archive, because the stuff they have down there, incredible temperature control guard, love to get in there because I love history. So I would love to have access to that. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
But like to just give an answer, because I can't really think I'm going history, like serious stuff, but I can't do it. There's so much out there. So I'm just going to go with, give me Jackie Robinson's jersey he wore the first game. He broke the color barrier.
Oh, that's
Dig
so
that.
good.
I like that.
Just because if I go the other route, like, you know what I'm saying? There's no way.
Oh.
So then I immediately go to sports, and I want that
great
game worn
fallback.
jersey, the
Yeah.
first one, that day, whatever. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Nicholas, I know you struggled with this.
I do struggle with this. I'm not a collector. This stuff really doesn't mean a ton to me. As far as an artifact, something that could possibly change what we think as far as the world, how it all happened, that kind of stuff would be cool. Like the Ark of the Covenant. Cool. Good idea. Sports wise, I'm a big Barry Bonds guy. I would love to have his bat. Actually, my younger brother and I bought his, basically the same bat he uses,
Sure.
or he used. So to match it up with the one we already have, that crossed my mind. Maybe Dominic Toretto's car from the first Fast and the Furious.
What's a good answer?
Before he wrecked it,
Everything just
not
went
the
out the
Supra,
window.
no,
All your
Dom's car, like
arguments about the pyramids, everything just went out the window.
Yeah.
Is this the one that was in outer space?
not that one. That's not Dom's car. I'm talking about the
okay.
very first Fast and the Furious, the one that he ends up wrecking, and then Brian lets him go. That was I can't remember. I don't remember what car that was. Yeah,
He just blew
you guys are a
everybody's
bunch of
fingers.
jerks. Yeah,
No, I love the first one.
yeah.
I love a few of them. There are a few that are
Oh,
Are they done
not
or are they still
lovable.
going?
they're still going.
Oh, they'll milk that.
Fast 10 Part 2.
Oh,
is
wow. I'm
coming.
excited.
Yes.
I'm excited.
Fast 1D1.
10.5? No, I don't know.
But yeah, I really don't have a specific thing because I don't
Great,
care
let's
about
move on.
having that. So I don't have a good one. Thanks, Doc.
Something on the mantle. I don't know. That's where
Yeah.
my head goes, is something on display. I put it in my office or on the mantle or something like that. And it's one of those things that I look at and appreciate. But when people come over, man, it really sparks a conversation. So a few things that rolled through my mind are like a chunk of the meteor that killed the dinosaurs. That'd be kind of cool. I'm sure it's still out there in the ground somewhere, but the original movie prop, I guess, but Wonder Boy,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I like
That'd be
that one.
nice.
I like that one a lot.
I like
Yeah.
that. I like
A
that.
lot.
I think I ultimately settled, however, on the gun that Hitler used to end his own life. I mean, he is not completely hated by everybody, but I think he is the most universally hated historical figure by most.
Sure.
And
Killed a mustache style.
That'd be cool.
Ruined it.
Ruined it. Did he definitely die via gun?
he
we
shot
know?
himself
Wait,
in
I
the
mean-
bunker, right? And
That's what we're told.
On April
well,
30th.
fair enough.
I'm going to keep going conspiracy
that
theory
right?
style.
April 30th, 1945.
So is he hanging out with Elvis and Tupac somewhere? Is that what you're telling me? I mean, he'd be really old.
You watch the History Channel, and
So
maybe
he's
he
in
made it to Argentina. We don't
Argentina.
know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, of course.
That's where a lot of the Nazis went.
Yeah, that's true.
We don't know.
All right. Well, thank you, Marco, for sending that question into the email. We'd love to hear from the rest of you. Send us a question to our email, theultimatetriviapodcast@gmail.com. You can find us at our website, all the socials, including YouTube. Trust me, If you want to get in touch with us, there is no shortage of ways to do so. All right. You guys ready? Kelly, you ready, Bubba?
I'm ready.
All right. Your show, kiddo.
All right. Well, this is a show we've all grown up watching and quoting several times throughout our hang sessions. It's a Saturday Night Live.
Ooh.
Okay.
A little SNL trivia.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it.
50 years this year, right?
50 years of
Oh, maybe
SNL
that's
this
a
year.
trivia question.
Yeah,
Eh?
thank
Well, you're welcome.
Yeah.
All of you are welcome.
Question 1. Everybody got it right.
On the board.
Apologies.
Well, none of us are 50, so I know,
You're
but
getting-
obviously.
you're getting there,
Yeah,
Doc.
well, yeah.
You're
But
close.
it's older than all of us, is my point.
Yeah, it is.
So, Saturday Night Live is a long-running American sketch comedy and variety show that premiered on NBC in 1975. Created by Lorne Michaels, it features a mix of live comedy sketches, satirical news segments, and musical performances. Each episode is hosted by a celebrity guest, often promoting a new project, and includes a different musical guest. So, with that being said, are you guys ready to start the trivia?
Let's do it.
I think so. Yeah. Let's go.
Anybody feeling confident about this?
I want to say yes, but I mean, you can go so many ways with this.
I could go like 10 for 10 or I could go 1 for 10.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, there's, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I watched a lot of the show, but like in the last 15 years, I only watch, if I hear something's funny, then I'll look it up online.
Well,
Sure.
nowadays
That
we
week.
mostly watch reels of the
Yeah,
show.
that's what I mean. Yeah.
Or that we see.
So like
And
I
there
could do really well or I could tank. Yeah.
And there
yeah.
are eras that I know much better than other
Well,
eras.
absolutely.
right?
absolutely.
These would be geared towards more, I would say, our viewing era.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
That's-
And
all right.
also, this is your first hosting gig, so I don't know where
Yeah.
you're going to go.
That's
you
true.
know?
Yeah.
Your first one written.
Yeah.
It's time for the main event, our 10-question trivia game on Saturday Night Live. And Kelly will be your host for his very first trivia. Here's how it works. Kelly will read out the questions. We will write our answers on our whiteboards. And when he says reveal, we'll show our answers. If we get it right, Nick's going to give us all a point. If we don't, well, that's when the fun begins. So let's see who ends up on top today. All yours, Kelly.
question number 1.
All right.
Who was the first host of Saturday Night Live? The very
I'm
first
out.
episode. And you're out? Oh, man.
This
man.
is already rough, man. God, dog it.
Hot diggity dog.
Is this common knowledge? You guys are all right. What the heck's going on?
I feel like it is.
I
like,
thought it was.
You know, I think,
Easy like
I
Sunday
think so.
morning.
Very first host.
Yeah. I think.
Shoot. I don't know, man.
And I feel really good about the answer, but then I'm just second guessing myself already, just for some reason.
You're probably wrong.
Yeah. No, I think I'm.
Yeah.
I think I'm
he's-
100% right.
I think he's got it.
I think it's 100%
I think you
right.
got it. I think you got it.
I got a name on him.
All right. Does everybody have an answer down?
Yes, we do.
It is time to reveal.
Well, hey, I think you should read the question one more time, new host guy.
We-
Maybe one time
That's
for the
a
fans.
rookie move.
Yeah. All right, new guy.
Who was the first host of Saturday Night Live?
All right.
Scott with George Carlin, Nick with George Carlin, Andy with Eddie Murphy, and Brian with George Carlin.
I just needed a name on a
We
board.
Like Eddie
have
Murphy would have
the
been like
correct
10.
Yeah,
The
of course.
correct answer is George Carlin.
All right. Yeah.
How? Why? How and why? Does anyone know this?
I
Why?
feel
Because
like
he's the
that
greatest
is-
comedian of all
I
time.
know you feel
Yeah.
that.
I
He
feel
was
like
very popular at this time also.
It's huge. Yeah. Yeah.
I think this is common knowledge. I think we've been in multiple trivia events where this has been a question.
Oh,
You know,
That's what it
pay
is.
better attention, I guess.
I think we should.
We've been hanging out before and I've asked this question.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, I
been
don't listen to you,
discussed.
Brian, so
Yeah.
that explains that.
Usually the
part.
harder question is when they're like,
Love you too, Andy.
Who was the second host or something like that? That's usually the tougher one.
What's that answer? Oh, that might be.
I can't tell you that.
Okay, do you
Can't
know
tell
it?
that. I do.
Oh, okay.
I do know
I
that.
think all 10 questions are just going to be the first 10 episodes. Who hosted?
That's lazy.
Yeah.
Go on.
All right. Sorry, guys.
I don't want to say anything about the episode because I don't want to take away from your
So-
synopsis.
True. So George Carlin, he hosted the debut episode on October 11th, 1975. Unlike later hosts, Carlin did not participate in any sketches. Instead, he performed several stand-up monologues throughout the show.
Yeah, that was a little bit of knowledge I was going to drop, and I'm glad I waited for it, Kelly. Yeah, didn't want to steal your thunder.
We're on the same
If I can
page.
get on
Yeah.
the board at some point.
Yeah. Nice.
All right. Is everybody ready for question number 2?
Yes, you betcha.
All right. Chris Farley played a motivational speaker dressed in an ill-fitting suit, constantly tugging at his pants, yelling, "I am 35 years old, I am divorced, and I live in a van down by the river." What is this character's name?
One of the greatest characters.
Jeopardy rules.
Oh, good question.
Because I'm a little shaky on the first
I don't know. Jeopardy rules
I
work
want first and last name.
good.
Yeah.
Good.
There you go.
Yeah.
I like
it's,
that.
it's different when it's a real person.
Yeah, well, this is
Yeah.
first and last name is definitive in this question. So
Well, definitely one of the greatest characters.
Oh, for sure.
Hilarious.
For sure. But yeah, just a tick shaky on the first name.
Yeah.
well, we'll see. We'll see. Yes, everybody ready?
What's the question again?
Chris Farley played a motivational speaker dressed in an ill-fitting suit, constantly tugging at his pants, yelling, "I am 35 years old, I am divorced, and I live in a van down by the river." What is this title character's name? Matt Foley is the answer. And we have Scott Queener with Matt Foley, Nick with Matt Foley, Andy with Matt Foley, and Brian with Matt Foley.
All right.
Everybody's on the board
Dr.
now.
Ofer still lives in Solo Land.
Right. Unfortunately.
That's funny.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I figured.
It's like a badge of honor at this
Right.
point.
We got to get some merch made for hashtag Dr. Ofer over there.
That'd be a good one.
So this sketch is one that I remember with David Spade and Christina
Applegate.
Applegate trying not to break.
So good.
It's one of the earliest ones I remember as, being a young person.
Sure.
Of people breaking on the show.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure it happened a million times before then, but it's the one that comes to mind.
Do you remember?
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember the parents?
Phil Hartman.
Phil Hartman.
Oh, good.
Phil Hartman and the mom.
It's tough.
I can see her face, but I can't think the name.
Is it,
Was it
Jen Hooks?
No,
Anna Guyshire.
no.
Oh.
Julia Sweeney.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Julia Sweeney.
I have her face. Yeah,
Okay.
I wouldn't have got there.
That was another one. David Spade and Christina Applegate were the kids. They were trying to scare them straight, basically.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
been in the basement drinking coffee for about 4 hours.
Ends up moving in, right? Like
The
moving
Bill
in?
Shakespeare line, no rolling doobies.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So good. And Christina Applegate. What was her?
I actually encourage Brian in his writing.
Damn, why don't you just shut your
fat
yapper? It's a great skit.
It is.
So, hey, you guys pretty much said my flavor.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No, that's good. That's part of the conversation.
Let's
Part of the
just
piece.
reenact the whole skit right now.
Yeah.
I feel like we could. Yeah.
Anybody have even a grip on how many times they came back to revisit that?
Oh, I don't
The
know.
Matt Foley character.
Not many.
It was,
It was only a handful of times.
Yeah,
I know it was a
multiple
handful,
times,
but it
yeah.
wasn't like a lot of.
No, it was
Right.
it was a repeating character, but I would say maybe 5.
Yeah, that one by far is the most memorable.
And I mean, I know he did it again when he the last time when he hosted before he passed away. He did it, and it was
that's
kind
what
of kind of rough.
It's one of my notes. So the sketch was so popular, it was repeated multiple times. It doesn't say how many. I didn't look that up. Sorry. So
Tiebreaker, maybe, huh?
Oh no,
tiebreaker's much
but
better than that.
But he doesn't know the answer to it. So
Well, that's true.
not a very good tiebreaker.
All right, you guys ready for question number 3?
Hell yeah.
Who is the longest running cast member in SNL history?
I think I got this one.
Spelling not important, I hope.
You know, I'm a stickler for spelling,
Oh, yeah.
but
Names
no,
don't count for
no.
spelling.
Long, I know.
I believe also obviously also the highest paid of all time as well.
Dropping
Oh,
knowledge.
look at
Yeah.
that.
Before we
Like
know the
as far as
answer.
per year, you know?
Might be. I do not know that.
Yeah, I want to say yes. I mean, because doing it so long, small pay increases every year, that kind of thing.
Everybody has an answer down?
Oh yeah,
Ready.
Who is the longest running cast member in SNL history? Reveal. Scott with Kenan Thompson, Nick with Kenan Thompson, Andy, Brian, everybody, Kenan Thompson, all around the board. And that is the correct answer.
Good job.
I mean, he has transcended several eras.
I love him in almost every sketch he's in.
He's
yeah.
and he's good. I mean,
He's great.
He's funny.
You know,
he's
He
really good.
he breaks a lot of people. He's just hilarious. He's just a funny dude.
yeah.
And he really hasn't aged. Like he looks the same.
Yeah.
He really does.
That's a
He
good
really
point.
does.
He
Yeah.
looks the same.
Yeah.
Since he was like 13.
Oh, I
Yeah.
mean, back when he did Good Burger, which is his best work. If you're not familiar with
Keenan
it,
and Kel before that on
Yes.
Nickelodeon.
there you go.
Wow.
Yeah.
yeah. I would
So-
say he carried that show through a couple of rough.
Yeah.
I totally
Yes.
agree with that. He really
Correct.
did.
And he also, I think, carries a sketch
Yeah.
at least every week.
Yeah.
Where it's
Oh, yeah.
like, this isn't going well, but he's carrying it. Yeah.
Yes.
So Kenan Thompson started in 2003. That was season 29. And called, and some of his popular sketches was "What's Up with That?"
That's a very
with
one.
Jason
Jason
Sudeikis
Sudeikis, that's a
dancing
great
in
one.
the red tracksuit. Black Jeopardy, Hilarious.
One of the best.
I love Black
Hilarious.
Jeopardy. Yeah.
The Tom Hanks one I imagine
Oh,
we're
it's
speaking of. One of the
fantastic.
best ones ever.
Oh, I love that song.
And,
Doug.
and his impression
You
of
all right?
Steve Harvey on Family Feud.
Another great
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah, he's great.
yeah.
So, you guys ready for question number 4?
Let's do it.
All right, I'm ready. Who has hosted SNL the most times? And I will give an extra point if you know how many times that is.
Oh, I love the bonus point.
Bonus.
Now, can we just take a guess so it doesn't hurt, right?
No.
Okay.
Bonus point. Most times. I think I got the answer. I'm going to have a really hard time with.
Do you
How
have,
many?
Do you have a number down?
I do.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Is everybody?
worth a guess, right?
I'm changing my number.
I'm going Hundo on the
numbers-
answer.
My numbers.
Feeling pretty good about the number for
Okay.
some reason. I don't. This number popped in my head,
Yeah.
so I don't know if it's something I've seen before, but I feel pretty good about the number.
The number. Yeah.
Everybody ready?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Who has hosted SNL the most times? And reveal. Scott with Alec Baldwin 9 times. Nick with Alec Baldwin 17 times. Andy with Alec Baldwin 12 times. And Brian with Alec Baldwin 9 times.
You queeners.
Everybody's got the name correct. We have one correct answer with the host number of times, and it is 17.
Oh, my goodness.
My first
in
guess
with
was
a-
15. I was like,
Booyah.
too high. Too high.
Nick comes in with a bonus point. We
Dude.
might.
Well done, Andy.
That could be the differentiator. But this,
Definitely.
Definitely.
I would like to establish this out of the gate since I am in control of the perfect game music.
Okay.
Get one wrong, but still get 10 out of 10. You will not receive the music.
And I don't deserve it.
Very
no,
good.
It has to be
Glad
10
we agree.
questions answered
That's right.
with
Yes.
no bonus.
Thank you for clarifying.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
17, man. Wow.
I know he has a ton.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And Andy, I had 12 as well initially, and then I changed it. I thought it was too high.
I went from 15 to 9 because I was like, that's way too high. Like,
Yeah.
But
No, I knew it was a lot. Like I was thinking
I knew,
closer
yeah.
to 20.
Yeah.
But for some reason, just 17 popped in my head. And I was like, maybe it's 18, but I just went with it.
Yeah.
That
awesome.
50th anniversary episode, they had the 5 and over
Yeah.
club or whatever.
Right.
And they had those satin jackets.
Oh, yeah.
The Five Timers Club. with the
Five-Timers Club,
smoking
yes.
jacket.
Yeah, that's right. And I was trying to remember with the big numbers, but yeah, I knew it was
So,
Alec.
fun facts. Top SNL hosts by number of appearance. Alec Baldwin with 17. Steve Martin with 16. John Goodman 13 times. Buck Henry, don't know who that
Nope.
is, 10 times. And Tom Hanks with 10 times.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow.
Buck Henry.
Anybody know Buck Henry?
I don't, not by name.
I mean, it must be. I mean, it has been the early years.
right, exactly.
Yeah.
You know, only Scott's old enough to know those years.
Buckwheat? Oh, no, that's
Buck
different.
Henry.
He first hosted in 1990. He became famous for his recurring role as Donald Trump during the 2016 election. And one of his most famous sketches, Sweaty Balls.
I knew you were going to go sweaty.
I like Canteen Boy.
That is
Him
a
and
great
Adam
one.
Sandler.
Yes, that's a great one.
Fantastic.
Yeah, that's funny.
All right. You guys ready for question number 5? Question number 5. Craig and Ariana were the Spartan cheerleaders that first appeared on 11th of November 1995. What 2 cast members played the Spartan cheerleaders?
Another classic. And this one I feel like was revisited
Oh, yes. Multiple
so
times.
many
Yeah,
times.
it was.
Struggling with the female.
That was the...
Great skit. This was a classic era too. I mean, not quite Aykroyd and Chase and all them. I'm probably giving answers away now, I realize, but this was a great era
Sure.
for the show.
Next, looking off to
I
deep
am.
space.
You guys all got the female name?
Oh, I'm locked
For
and loaded.
sure.
I'm 100%.
I think I'm a hundo.
Oh, baby.
I think.
I think you could
that's-
say think and
that's
hundo.
not
You
a
have to say-
hundo.
Oh, that's a good point.
That's a
I think I'm
99.
I think I'm okay. 99. Fine.
Okay.
I'm 99.
Okay.
On the girl.
Right. Hundo on the
Hundo on the guy for sure.
Okay.
I can't come up with a name. If you have to go, you have to go.
Yeah, we need a clock.
Yeah.
Let's go. With,
I'll give you 10 seconds.
It's up to the host.
Good thing you got that bonus point.
Right. Got one in the bank.
that's true. That is, he's got
It's gonna
one
make
in
me
his-
mad
up
when
his
I
sleeve.
hear it.
Oh, it definitely is.
You know, I see her face and know what she's doing and everything.
She's cheering. She's
Oh, yeah,
cheering.
definitely cheering.
Clapping her hands, raising her arms.
Yes.
All right.
Go ahead
clock.
and run it.
All right.
Sorry.
Okay, Craig and Ariana were the Spartan cheerleaders that first appeared on 11 November 1995. What 2 cast members played the Spartan cheerleaders? Let's reveal.
Dang it.
Brian with Will Ferrell and Sherry O'Terry. Everybody has that except for Nick. He just got Will Ferrell.
I cannot think of her name. Dang it.
No half points.
No.
All right. Yeah, this was the Spartan. I mean, this was like defined a generation of Saturday Night Live almost. Right? I mean, if iconic skits with that cast specifically.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's just that 90s era.
Right. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
The Will Ferrell era. Really.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Dang it. Sherry O'Terry.
Sherry
God,
O'Terry.
dog.
Craig and Ariana are overly enthusiastic yet completely untalented cheerleaders for their school. Anybody know the name of the school?
Oh, man. No clue.
I wouldn't either. East Lake High.
No,
Okay.
no idea.
Honestly.
So the catch was they didn't make the actual cheerleading squad, but that didn't stop them from aggressively cheering at random events.
So
They once cheered a chess tournament, a swim meet,
Yeah. You know.
and a basketball game. Who's this? Who's that Spartan in my teepee? Is one of their famous.
Oh, okay.
that's me.
That's funny.
Yes.
That's good. I like
It's
it.
hilarious.
So we're after question number 5. Do we have a score?
We definitely have a score. Currently, there, thanks to the bonus question, I will drop that because I definitely missed the last question. But Scott, Brian, and myself all have 5. Andrew with 4.
Yeah,
with
I'm
4.
coming for you.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Close.
all in it.
Just settle in there,
This
fellas.
was too easy so far. This is too
seems
easy.
so.
I wonder how the second half is going to run. You know, and I'm curious.
I feel like we're going to have some high scores.
Okay.
That's fine.
All right.
So, question number 6. Eddie Murphy sings Wookin' Penub, a comically slurred version of Looking for Love by Johnny Lee. What was Eddie Murphy's character's name?
I'm pretty sure.
I think I'm right. Spelling definitely was probably not close.
Wookin' Penub in all the wrong places.
Now you're in my head here, spelling wise.
I know I'm right.
Okay.
Hundo.
Okay. Are you worried about spelling?
No, because I'm a red-blooded American. I know.
Well, I mean, I just don't know if
If you're worried about spelling,
Learned
you're probably
doctor
wrong,
over there.
is what I would say, honestly.
possible.
Like, I'm
Maybe I
saying,
am wrong.
right?
Then,
I mean, maybe not. I would
Maybe
think
I-
if you're worried about spelling, you might be wrong. I mean, is it that hard or no?
Nick's
Maybe I'm
not a
wrong.
great speller, so I can
No, I'm not a
understand
good
why.
speller.
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. I'm just, yeah.
The Z is silent in this.
I was going to say.
I mean, I could be way off as well, though. I might be completely wrong. So,
Yeah.
I mean, we hope so.
That's right.
I'm sure you do.
I don't
All
know.
right, we're ready to reveal. Eddie Murphy sings Wookin' Penub, a comically slurred version of Looking for Love by Johnny Lee. What was Eddie Murphy's character's name? Brian with buckwheat. Andy, Nick, and Scott with buckwheat.
All the way around.
Correct.
That way.
Like I was saying, the back half of the name, the wheat part. If it's actually spelled like wheat,
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
why
I
I
get
just
that.
That's why I was like,
assumed
let
it
me
was
get it.
wheat, like
No.
WHEAT.
No.
So that's why I was like,
Well,
if you got
that's
it
why I
right,
didn't know.
I hear you. I hear you.
I had the buck.
But still, did you spell wheat WHEET?
No, there was no,
No,
H.
there was no
okay.
H. I skipped the H completely.
But it was
Yeah.
EE.
Silent.
I did do it in EE. What's a name? You never know.
Implied. So this episode premiered on December 12th, 1981, and Buckwheat based on the Little Rascals character. Eddie Murphy goes to a club and sings Wookin' Penub, obviously by Johnny Lee. His exaggerated mispronunciations and over-the-top delivery make the song hilariously catchy.
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy was one of the greats when he was there. It's fantastic.
Definitely.
Oh, my God.
Well, he was the great during that era.
He was also. They tried to kill Buckwheat outside. Do you remember that episode?
Oh,
What?
yes. That's hilarious.
They tried to assassinate
yes.
Buckwheat.
They tried to, yes.
Yes, there was a news. Wasn't there a news?
in the park?
Yeah,
in the parking
that's
lot,
hilarious. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Missed that one.
Yeah.
All right, you guys ready for question number 7?
Yep.
Do it.
Moving along. Will Ferrell famously mastered the cowbell in this behind the music SNL skit. Christopher Walken played the producer that instructed more cowbell. What was that producer's name?
Oh, come on.
That was coming. I knew it.
Nick was quick with it.
And I'm thinking it was like,
he's just smiling.
Hundo.
Wow.
Hundo. Oh, show.
I'm surprised Brian's having trouble with this.
I can see it. You know what I mean? When he says,
You're going to kick yourself.
I know I can quote it.
Angie, you got something?
Doc, you got it?
Yeah, looking you right in the eye.
Dang it.
I know it.
Dang it.
I know it.
I mean, arguably one of the greatest skits ever.
Oh, no question.
ever.
Sure.
Yeah.
I could tell you more facts about that, but not this fact about it.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh, you don't know the name?
I don't know the name off the top of my head.
Dios mío.
No.
It's one of my favorite lines is out of that. From Christopher Walken.
yeah.
Yeah.
I know the line you're talking about, but
Keep running it through your head,
I'm not
Brian.
giving you any tidbits.
Keep
Not
running
giving
it
you
through your
any
head.
tidbits.
Keep running it through your head.
Yeah.
Because we're going to have to put a 10 count on this.
Yeah.
go ahead.
For the 50th anniversary, I think there's 3 or 4 episodes they did. Not episodes, but like a documentary almost on what is it? Peacock. And they have an entire like documentary just for that one skit.
No kidding.
And it's fantastic.
It is legendary.
Like it was on a side stage. They didn't think it was going to do that well.
oh, Will Ferrell sold this thing.
Oh, he killed it.
I mean, come on.
Killed it.
He's brilliant.
All right, we got time.
All right.
I'll read the question once more. Will Ferrell famously mastered the cowbell in this Behind the Music's SNL skit. Christopher Walken played the producer that instructed more cowbell. What was that producer's name? Brian does
as I
not have
saw-
an answer.
I do not. As soon as
Andy
I
with
saw
Mitch Johnson. And Nick and Scott with Bruce Dickinson, which is the correct answer.
Don't ever
Soon as I
question Bruce Dickinson.
I put my pants on one leg at a time, just like everyone else. When I do, I make gold records.
Yep.
Right there, yeah.
Real person as well. I'm sorry. I'm probably still in the flavors.
You're good. You're good. We
Probably still in front of me.
speak.
Yeah. Real person actually has a credit on the album, if I recall. The Blue Oyster Cult album.
Cult.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, it's a fictional behind the music documentary about the recording of Don't Fear the Reaper by Blue Oyster Cult in 1976. Christopher Walken plays legendary producer Bruce Dickinson, who is overseeing the band's recording session. Will Ferrell, dressed in an absurdly tight shirt that constantly rides up his stomach, plays Gene Frinkle, an overenthusiastic cowbell player.
I got a fever.
And the only
Prescription.
I mean, how many
Don't blow it for us,
how many
Gene.
times have we said that to each other?
Can anyone name the band members in that skit?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the cast
wait,
members.
the
in
cast
The cast members.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the cast
Well,
members.
Jimmy Fallon.
On drums.
Who's the big guy?
Horatio
Horatio Sanchez or Sands. The singer.
The lead singer,
Yeah, what's his name? I know him.
Chris Parnell.
Chris Parnell. Good job.
And
Good
you're
job.
still
Bingo.
forgetting one.
I'm not.
Yes.
I know it.
One-
I know it too. I just was,
Chris Kattan.
yeah.
Yeah.
Chris Kattan.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice. Well
I
played,
love when they
gentlemen.
break
He's the one that
characters
says, "Don't
too.
blow a Gene."
When Will Ferrell's like starts talking and like Jimmy Fallon, of course, he always lost.
He
it.
always
But I
breaks,
love when
yeah.
they
That
lose
was his
it, though.
shtick.
Yeah.
But I love when they lose it though. It's hilarious. Like,
Farrell breaks too.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I feel like
so funny.
Jimmy Fallon, though, that was his thing, and he figured out that that's what people love.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
that was just a part of his acting.
Yeah.
We remember the one with Jimmy Fallon and Will Ferrell there in the hot tub. It's like David. Do you remember that?
can't
Like
go
it
there.
was so funny.
It could be a question. Yes,
Yeah,
but
Drew
that's
Barrymore's in there. Oh,
Hilarious.
it's hilarious.
Part of his boyish charm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
David. Yeah.
David.
Yeah. So funny.
All right, moving along, guys. We're going to have question number 8 here. This may be a stickler.
Okay.
We'll see. We'll see. Wayne's World was originally a recurring sketch from SNL called Wayne's Power Minute. On CBC television series, It's Only Rock and Roll. It was centered on a local public access television program out of what city and state?
Oh, man.
Knew that was coming.
Do you know it?
I'll read that
I
again.
think so, but I think there's another one. I could be getting confused.
Wayne's World was originally a recurring sketch from SNL called Wayne's Power Minute on the CBC television series It's Only Rock and Roll. It was centered on a local public access television program out of what city and state?
I have 2 cities in my mind, so I hope
Okay.
I'm right. Yeah.
You got it, Scotty?
I'm feeling good.
I'm feeling good.
Okay.
I got nothing.
I'm thinking of Hundo. I'm
Oh,
feeling.
okay.
I'm feeling really good.
That's good.
Can't think and say hundo at the same
Well,
time.
okay.
I need one of the other.
Yeah.
I mean, unless
I need 99.9 or 100.
I mean, unless it started out somewhere else and they eventually changed later. But otherwise, I feel good about it.
Okay, I've already read it twice, and that's a long
Okay.
question, so I'm going to ask you guys to reveal.
All right.
Brian with Aurora, Illinois. Andy with Cleveland, Ohio. Cleveland rocks. And then Nick and Scott both with Aurora, Illinois. And Aurora, Illinois is the correct answer.
All right.
Nice job.
I thought I was right, but like for some reason Rockford jumped in my
Yeah.
head too. But I knew it was
Right.
Illinois, like
Sure.
up that way.
Burb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you had Aurora, right, Brian?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
I
I'm
got
good.
you.
I'm good.
I think I remembered it more from the movie.
Yes.
So that was the only reason I
Yeah.
didn't say Hundo, unless, because on the sketch, maybe it was a different city.
Yeah.
Good
that-
call.
But I knew the movie, it was in Aurora.
Yes.
Especially when it was named something different, right? They could have changed the number.
Right,
Sure.
exactly.
Sure.
Yeah.
Good job.
Another classic skit.
Wayne and Garth are two slacker metalhead teenagers who host a low-budget public access TV show from Wayne's basement in Aurora, Illinois. The show is a parody of local cable talk shows, with Wayne and Garth often interviewing celebrities and discussing pop culture in a goofy, enthusiastic way. They frequently break into random catchphrases like
Swing.
I was about to say, yeah.
Swing.
"Party on, Garth."
Yes.
Party on, Wayne.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
And then they re-released Bohemian Rhapsody for the movie with a video from the movie, right?
And it
probably
charted.
blew up
It
all
did,
over
it
again.
blew up.
Yeah.
I want to say 91. Does that sound right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the right
91.
ballpark. Okay.
The reason I know is freshman baseball, friend of ours, shout out to John Ford. Him and I sung it at practice. Nobody knew what it was.
Wow.
Following year, it was a major hit, and everyone knew what the song was.
Wow.
I remember us singing it, freshman year, and people were like, "What are you singing?"
Yeah.
it says the sketch first aired in 1989.
Oh, okay.
Sketch.
The sketch.
Yeah.
I think
Well,
they were
it's a sketch,
referencing
yeah,
that.
With the movie, yeah.
It was in the movie, yeah.
Milwaukee.
That's
Algonquin for the good land.
true story. True story.
In case you want to know. Yeah.
That's 8 questions. What's the score, Nick?
All right. So Scotty has 8.
Jesus.
8 correct answers. I have 7 correct answers, but luckily I do have that bonus point that is currently saving my butt. So I do technically have 8 as well.
Just say that. Don't.
What? Say what? I have 8. I'm reminding the people, Scotty has more correct answers. I just have a bonus.
It's been 10 minutes. They remember.
Brian has 7, and Andrew, you have 5.
I'm playing for pride at this point.
Yes, you
All
are.
right, here
Yes,
we go.
you are. 2 left.
When I'm out of it, my number is 5-6. I'm like, that's a good number.
Feel
for me.
okay if you feel like you've shown up at least.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
If I'm in the losing bracket, 5 or 6, I'm
okay
happy
with
with.
that. Sure. Yeah.
I'm a little upset because usually if I get to 7, I might win, but obviously I'm probably not going to happen. It's very
But
disappointing.
hey, there may be more
Very
bonus
disappointing.
points to be had. You never know.
So,
This might be a tough one.
Okay.
We'll see. The infamous lip singing scandal occurred during season 30's October 23rd, 2004 show. Can you name the musical performer?
There we go. Come on. Scotty can't get there. No chance. Nick was done before you finished reading the dang question, though. So
yeah, read it one more time, actually,
The
please.
infamous lip syncing scandal occurred during season 30's October 23rd, 2004 show. Can you name the musical performer?
anybody watch that when it happened?
Way off.
No.
I did not.
Way off.
Clearly, I have not been a regular follower of it, but I watched that one for whatever reason.
2004? That's when
mess.
me and Brian were in the library.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Lot of reading. Lot of reading going on.
I'm sure.
From the guy who loves history but doesn't read.
Yes.
Those were your
I
own
do- I
words
do- I do
earlier.
read. I do
okay.
read.
Okay.
I started reading. Cindy actually kind of got me really reading more, honestly, when she gave me that Dan Brown book.
Remember we talked about the opening of the show. You talked about that. Actually.
I know.
I mean, this is common Brian, though. Tell the story twice, bud.
That's right.
Everyone's getting a
I
taste.
don't even know why I'm here. I don't like that.
We're having fun. We're having fun.
That's right.
Having a good
Some
time.
of us are.
I can leave.
All right. I've already read it twice. We're going to reveal.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Brian with Ashley Simpson. Andy.
I went the wrong first name.
Scott, Andy, and Brian got Ashley Simpson.
no.
Nick went with Jessica Simpson.
Crap.
He was so
Ouch.
confident.
I was very
my
confident.
goodness.
And
Dagger.
I had to say read it again
Dagger.
because immediately I wrote Milli Vanilli.
Oh,
Like,
that's
wait,
fine.
2004. Like, that, I was like, wait a
Yeah.
minute, back it up. Say it
Well, and
again.
they weren't on. Well, maybe they were on SNL.
No, I think they're on an award show, weren't
it.
they? Was Milli Vanilli
Yeah, it
an
was
award show?
it was a concert.
they won
of
it.
some
But like when
kind,
you hear
yeah.
lip syncing, that's
Yeah.
still the biggest one to me. And like,
Oh,
so I
sure.
immediately just started writing that. I'm like, wait a minute, read it again.
Oh, Nick.
and I know how to crap the bed.
Well, I think
Once
the
an
Ashley-
episode, brother.
Did they play? It was their second song, and they
was-
played the same song again.
Yes, they
Right.
were getting to go in there, get ready for their second song, and she was getting ready to sing a different song, and they played.
The same
And then
track.
she
The
just
beginning.
started hopping around the stage.
She did like a little
spastically.
country jig
Yeah.
and kind of got embarrassed and ran off stage.
Yeah.
Basically ended her career, right? I mean, that was the end
It
of
was
it.
not,
sure
it was
there
not
It
good
wasn't
for
much
her.
of a career to begin
Not sure
with.
it started really, but
didn't
yeah.
help.
I mean, she was
She
on
was-
Saturday Night
she
Live.
was riding
right.
on-
Doing something right.
She was riding on Nick's Answers coattails.
Yeah, that's right. Daisy Duke. Dang, Nick.
So mad at myself.
That's a rough one.
We got a close race still.
Scott feels
I believe.
terrible for you. I have no doubt.
Yeah,
Hopefully this one has
little teeth.
this
You're
one's
looking for little
interesting
teeth.
or something. Yeah.
Bonus question.
I would love to hear the tiebreaker. We're going to go into question number 10. Coming full circle on this trivia topic, who was the first musical guest on the very first episode of Saturday Night Live?
Scott knows
It's
that.
over for you, Nick. I'm
I
sorry.
know.
Scott knows. It's over for me too. I got 8. Was he? They don't even. Yeah, whatever.
No.
Oh, you're one behind. I got you.
Just wanted to remind you of that.
Actually, not to steal your flavor text, there were 2 musical guests.
Yeah, you did.
Okay,
One of them had to be first, though, right?
but somebody had to be first.
Correct. Coming full circle on this trivia topic, who was the first musical guest on the very first episode of Saturday Night Live?
You don't know, Nick. Just write something.
I know one. I'm trying to think of the other one.
I don't even.
We
gotta write them
you
both?
only need one.
Once you hear it, you'll know it.
Yeah, probably, but I got it. And it does. He knew it right away, so it doesn't matter. Even if I did know it, like
yeah.
Scott.
Hey.
You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
unless I have the artist flip flopped, you know.
What do you
Nick-
mean? There's 2 artists. If he.
One of them was
if he
first.
doesn't
Somebody played first.
right.
Oh, you're. No, I don't. But I don't even have a guess.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
When I hear it, I bet I'll know it because I've heard this multiple times. But like,
Oh, this
it's not
is-
a big enough name to remember for me.
Yeah, you're correct. This has been a topic
Yeah.
we've discussed
We've-
multiple times.
I've heard this
in the
several
garage,
times,
in
but
the
yeah,
driveway.
Yeah.
Sure.
So
I mean, you know an artist from 1975, right? You can throw one down on a board. That's your call. I'm ready.
Mind your business.
It's wrong. I know.
coming full circle on this trivia topic, who was the first musical guest on the very first Saturday Night Live episode? Reveal. Scott with Billy Preston. Nick with Janice Ian and Billy Preston.
Both correct. They're
Well,
both on the show.
Billy Preston. As soon as I heard it.
I asked for the first.
Right.
The first, you
Billy
just said
Preston.
musical guest.
Who's the very first musical guest?
Yeah, Billy Preston.
So you didn't say like who performed first. They're both the musical guest for the first episode.
Which one went
Performed
first?
Who was the very first?
Well, he didn't specify. I know they both performed the first episode. They're both the musical
We had a
guests for
whole
the first
conversation
episode.
about this, Nick.
we just talked about
like just now, like 40 seconds ago, we were talking about how one of them had to go first.
Well, I don't know which one went first anyway. I just know these are the two.
Well,
I
it
just remember those
doesn't
names.
impact the outcome, though.
Yeah, it doesn't matter because
Well,
he's got it.
yeah.
So
Yes.
Billy Preston.
And Andy had
Paul McCartney.
Paul McCartney and Brian did not answer.
As soon as
So
I
there
saw
were
Billy
two
Preston,
musical guests, and the very first one to perform was Billy Preston.
Yeah, that one I did not remember.
Scott, can I get a song? Is there anything I'd recognize from Billy Preston?
Maybe.
Nothing from nothing means something. Damn.
Oh, really?
Man.
Oh, okay.
Good.
Okay.
Was that an angel? He's
Yeah.
also known as, they sometimes called him the fifth Beatle
Got a
because he
heart
played
flutter.
on a lot of the Beatles.
That's okay. Yeah. That's I think I remember that more than the name, but as soon as I saw the name, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah.
Billy Preston performed Nothing from Nothing and Fancy Lady. Janice Ian performed A Song for You, and she was in between them. He performed first, she performed second, and he performed last.
Gotcha.
Preston was a keyboardist who previously worked with the Rolling Stones for a long time. So
Okay.
those are the facts that I have.
Still never heard of him.
Yeah.
So that was 10 questions.
10, baby.
What's the score?
From least to most, Andy, you ended up with 6.
Move along.
Solid.
Thank you.
B and myself ended up with the 8. And Doc pitched a perfect game.
Perfecto.
Perfecto.
Well, I mean, is it perfect if I don't get the bonus point?
Yes.
Yeah,
100%,
that's
because
still
it is
Yeah,
bonus.
yeah.
Because you got all the questions correct at the end
Okay.
of the day.
All right. Well, I'm not going to deny it, but I
Yeah.
wanted to know.
Yeah.
It is.
It is absolutely worth recognition of a perfect game.
Yes.
You now have, I believe, 2 or possibly 3 under your belt.
I have at least one where it was perfect and then I lost on the tiebreaker. Kelly
And you got
I believe it was me and you.
You got one with 0 too, so just
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was going with that.
Really
B, is
pulling
that
home. Nick does the stats. That 0 is really pulling down. You take a 10 and now I'm down to 5.
It definitely hurts.
Yeah.
Do you?
This is your second. No, actually, yeah, this is your.
This is third.
Oh, no, hold on. Hang on, checking the records.
Uh-oh.
This is his 1, 2, 3. This is your 4th.
Wow.
This is your
back
4th.
to school.
I will tell you each one real
It's to
quick.
the
Let's
90s.
see. So we have movie quotes.
No? Move.
No, the hits in the 90s. I don't
Movie.
think I got.
Movie quotes. The back to school, the 5th grade one.
Yeah.
Which I lost to Kelly on the time.
90s hits.
Yeah,
We also
okay.
had
It's a
10.
90.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so this is his 4th
Yeah.
perfect game.
Wow.
My arm hurts.
You are the
Doctor.
Nolan Ryan of this show.
And you will
I-
never be remembered for those
Dr.
Or
Ofer.
Dr. Ofer.
Yeah.
I do want to ask the tiebreaker question.
Okay, I love it.
And you
I love
should.
when we play the tiebreaker.
It's blank miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. How many miles is it to Chicago?
We're going to just throw it out there.
Oh, I thought you might know this, Scott. I thought somebody might know.
I
this.
mean, it's like, I'm going to say 220.
Oh, are you saying like what they actually said?
Yeah,
That's what the
okay.
quote was.
Okay.
It's how many miles?
160.
Whew.
200. 200 miles. Yeah.
250 miles. It's something.
Nick, do you have an answer?
I feel like it's not that high. I'll say 120.
You almost had me. 106.
Oh, shoot.
You said 106.
160.
And I believe,
No.
don't they say we have a half packet of cigarettes?
Half pack or half
Pack
I
of
thought they
smokes.
said packet.
I think it's half pack of smokes.
Half
Okay.
recall.
I thought there
Half
was a
pack of
packet or
cigarettes.
something. Okay.
It's dark,
Okay.
and we're wearing
Yeah.
sunglasses.
No, that's a great tiebreaker.
That's good.
I just saw a
tiebreaker.
great story about the Blues Brothers, but I'm going to have to tell that off the air.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Fair enough.
Well, congratulations, Scott.
Yeah.
Good job, Doc.
Well done,
Well
brother.
done.
Yeah.
Nice work.
Yeah, whatever.
It's a high scoring affair either way.
Good job, Kelly, by the way. You know,
Yeah, I
Chris
agree.
Hosteen.
Well written.
You know, well done.
Good facts.
Well done.
I like the fun facts.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good mix of difficulty.
Yeah, very well done. For sure. Very well done.
Thank you. So, with that being said, I was thinking about this. So, there's been a litany of hosts, guests, cast
I've heard you
members.
say litany twice. Is that like the word of the day?
Oh, it was on the
Hold
toilet paper. Yeah.
I heard something about
Word of the
Penn
day
State
toilet.
earlier.
Oh, okay.
And musical guests, and their SNL is known for their after parties.
Yeah.
So I got to thinking, like, what guest, musical guest, cast member, host would you like to hang out with, have dinner with, or just go party with? Of all the cast members and hosts of the
Yeah.
SNL 50 years.
I'm partying with Belushi.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
You're dead?
I'm hanging out with Farrell.
Oh,
Okay. Dinner with. I don't know why I'm separating them this way for some
Yeah, go
reason.
ahead.
It seemed like a
Roll
fun thing
with
to
it.
do.
I kind of like that. That's
I like
kind of
that.
fun.
I
That's kinda
like
fun.
Dinner. I think I'm going with Farley for dinner.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll go party with
I
him.
just imagine the smorgasbord.
I was gonna say, you're going to a
stuff
buffet.
like that. Yes. And then as far as musical guest, that's a tough one. I might have to come back to that one. I'm not sure which musical guest I would like to go like see in concert or just hang out with. But yeah, that's my three as far as
So it was party with
party with
dinner
Belushi,
with.
hang out with Farrell, dinner with Chris Farley.
Okay.
Yeah. That would be me. Yeah.
I think I'd want to hang out with Adam Sandler.
Good one.
That's my
Would be
party
good.
with, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I'd want to have dinner with Christopher Walken.
Oh,
That would be
nice.
very interesting.
Very good
I might be completely lost, but it would be interesting. Musical guest, I'd want to hang out and or see Prince.
Oh, okay.
Great
Good one.
answer.
Nice.
Really, really good answer.
I've heard he's been on there multiple times, and one time just like an epic experience. He just started playing impromptu concert at the after party, and which is I think he's kind of known for that.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
So
Man, that is good.
I like that. Really good.
and I'd like to party with. Ooh, let me get back to you.
The first name that came to my mind to just have a conversation with. So we can call this dinner, I guess, or drinks and cigars or whatever. And don't read too far into this.
Too late.
Donald Trump.
Oh,
Interesting.
I'd love to sit down with him
Yeah.
and just have a candid conversation.
Okay.
And that's really where I'm going to leave that, given
Yeah.
the temperature of the of that name right
Sure.
now.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand.
Party with Adam Sandler was the first one that came to mind.
I don't think Adam Sandler parties really.
I have a lot of
The way they talk
people.
about him.
The
Have you-
early
in my head,
days.
though,
Have you
Just
listened to any of his early comic albums?
Oh, yeah.
No, I remember those vividly, but it always sounded like he wasn't big on partying as far as what the other cast
I
members
have
may
to
have.
admit, I don't know the backstory
Yeah.
on him. Just his
I'd,
comedic presence
Sure.
Yeah.
that we knew
I get that.
in the 90s specifically.
I get that.
I have a lot of answers here.
That's it. It's
But I'm going to
hard.
break it down. So, yeah, I mean, George Carlin, because that's my favorite comedian of all time.
Sure.
So I'm going George Carlin. But, like, as far as dinner goes,
Yeah.
I'm going to dinner with Cicely Strong. Cicely, if you're listening, hit me up. You know the website.
I love you, man. I love you, man.
Seriously, Cicely, if you're listening.
There's been multiple times where you're answering. I'm like, damn it. Can I change my answer?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I would like to hang out with Colin Jost, not because I give two bleeps about him, but I would very much assume his wife is
You're
going to come
hoping
along.
Scarlett's going to be there.
And
huh?
yes, that would be my motivation.
She wants to meet you, I hear.
I do. Yeah, I've heard that too. So if you're listening, Scarlett, by all means, the ultimate trivia podcast at gmail.com.
Did you say them all, Brian? Because I didn't want to.
Yeah, but back to Sicily. I'm done. Yeah.
Yo,
Well,
girl.
I could go like partying. I guess I could go Farley and Belushi, but that's a death sentence. I think But there's a lot of people. I mean, it's loaded. Like Bill Murray's in my head.
Yeah.
But if I have to pick, Carlin is definitely because I'm
Yeah.
I love Carlin. So yeah,
Well, Nick said Belushi, so I will choose Chevy Chase to party with.
yeah.
Really struggling with the sit down dinner, but I think I'm going to go with Eddie Murphy.
That's great.
That's
I like
a good.
that.
Yeah,
Because he was epic on the show. He's epic in his movies. His stand-up's fantastic.
Great
Well,
interview.
he would
He's
be
a great interview.
I've seen him like comedians in cars getting coffee.
Yep.
I've seen him on.
He's a fantastic storyteller. So you
Yeah.
could just sit there and listen to him for hours.
Yeah. So he's kind of done everything from R-rated stand-up to children's movies.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I think I'd go with that. And then for me, the musical artist is Paul McCartney. I think it's a no-brainer
Another
for
good
me. I'd like to.
Oh yeah, musical. I kind of forgot about that. I mean, there's a lot. I mean, but
It's pretty
everybody
much run the gamut from for the last
Yeah.
50
it's
years.
tough. That's why it's tough though. Yeah, that's
You know, I'm a
good.
big Gene Wilder guy, but I don't know if he ever hosted SNL.
That's
Actually,
a good question.
Gotta believe he did.
I
but
would.
that
I feel like he had to,
You know,
right?
Come on.
And he was married to.
Gilda Radner. But
Yeah. But I mean, that doesn't
that
mean
was-
anything. Yeah, I know, but I think the
Right.
connection, how big he was.
Yeah.
I feel like he had to have at some point, but I
We'll
don't
have
know.
to. Yeah, we'll have to fact check.
Yeah, that's a good one. Good
So,
one.
but I'll stick with Eddie Murphy.
It's a good answer.
All right. Well, that's my episode, guys. I had fun. I was a little nervous, but I got through it.
You did good, bud.
Good.
And,
Good job.
and by the way, for my buddy Cicely, give him a call. You know where
What's
to.
up?
You know where to.
She's from Illinois. I mean,
You know how to get a hold of us.
Queener on Instagram.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll be waiting.
You're gonna wait a while.
Kelly, thank you very much for putting that time in. Get busy back in the lab writing another one for us. Doctor, it pains me to congratulate you, unfortunately, but
I enjoy it.
a perfect game is worth the congratulations. So nice job. Well, that's going to do it for this episode of the Ultimate Trivia Podcast. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'd love to hear a review. We'll see you next time with more trivia and more fun. Until then, keep your brains sharp and those bellies laughing.